Hello and welcome to another episode of The Card Show. This one I'm actually recording a little bit earlier than normal, just because of the playoff game with the Chiefs and Bills. I'm a bit nervous, a bit apprehensive, should we say. So I don't want to do a podcast on the Monday morning, having stayed up all night and potentially cry my eyes out. So currently we do have the Eagles-Commanders game on in the background. So if you see me looking over, if you're watching, I'll be looking over, and see what's going on there. As of recording this, the Commanders have just failed a 2-point conversion, leaving it 14-12 to the Eagles. But yes, I thought it would be better to record it today rather than try and do one tomorrow when it could be a mess. Hopefully I'm not. Hopefully I'm a jubilant mess, but you never know. You never know. I hope everyone is well. I want to talk about a few things. Obviously, I put a post up the other day about card shows. We're kicking in now with card shows popping up, open in the country, but also it's that sort of time where we have a big rush of card shows, then a bit of a gap, and then back on again. So I just want to see where people were going. It was interesting. A lot of people mentioned a lot of shows up and down the country. There wasn't like a standout show. I'd say no one said like, "Oh, I'm definitely going to be X, Y, Z show," and numerous people said the same sort of thing. It wasn't like a good collation. A lot of people, as you can imagine, said the usual suspects, whether that be Manchester Card Con, London Card Show, Scotland Card Show, even National's quite interesting. A few people said the National. A few people said about Europe, looking at European shows. Then you had a few, the sort of like the pop-up shows, the showcases. I think Q's in Amsterdam. I know there's one for the NBA in Paris recently. I think it seems to be a big thing with shops. Where they've got a shop, they seem to do a lot of these sort of trade shows / card show events sort of thing, where they mainly have like 2 or 3 vendors, and sort of take it onto the store, sort of thing. So that's interesting to hear things. I did think there's going to be sort of the usual, anything down south, I'll be staying there, and not doing much travelling. But it wasn't. It was quite varied. A lot of people looking to go up and down the country, which is always good. And it's said interesting that looking at Europe and the National. Not one for me. The National is in a best location, so that always helps. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to America this year, so it just doesn't make sense financially. So we spend a lot of money to go there, travel instead of accommodation, the money you spend or would like to spend over there, and what I could do with that for not only my own PC but also investments in that sort of stuff, in cards. So yeah, I don't think we want to be doing this year. I'd never say never, because Chicago's a nice place, New York as well is nice, so you could always sort of tag on a few little trips, similar to the sort of last year and year before, where over that Christmas, New Year's period, I was obviously Atlanta, Kansas City, and then New York, so you could do something similar. But yeah, I can't see myself doing it this year, but never say never. It'd be nice to sort of tie in those events. It's a shame it's not like more of a sports sort of season. There's no NFL when National's on, there's no NBA when the National's on. I don't think MLB might be on. Ice hockey, I don't think there's college football. So yeah, you just missed out on a lot of stuff. But we'll see. Never say never. To a show of that, I think it's definitely improving as well. I think they took the feedback from what people were saying, just the potential threat of Fanatics Fest. Again, that's another interesting one in New York as well, and where that is literally where I usually stay in New York as well. So Javits Center, so I usually stay a few blocks near there, Hudson Yard sort of area. So that's always interesting. Just watching Jalen Hurts there, so people watching all the pauses if you listen, it's me checking the screen. Jalen Hurts scrambled, didn't get much, over 2 yards. We're 4 minutes left of the second quarter. If you're watching the highlights something and you wonder where I'm at the game as well. So yeah, but yeah, very interesting to hear people's thoughts. It's gonna be interesting to see how it does play out the whole this year, card shows, especially how the UK pans out as well. So the next few weeks, obviously, have a lot of big shows. These next, going into end of March. A lot of big shows, sort of the main big ones having their first show of the year. So it's going to be interesting. Just the turnout as well, and how many new people we see, and how many sort of returning faces we see. Especially with more shops open as well. I think by the time the all shows start kicking off, the latest shop, the one with Trade We, Football Cards Direct, that should be open as well. So it'll be interesting to see if they turn up as vendors. Are they looking to buy people, cash people out for stock? Same with Third Down, same with Triple C. So are there people going to these shows, pick up? Well, we shall see. Other than that, I think there's a lot of talk around is it Tops? I actually can't remember if it's a Top store or a Fnatic store. I'm going to say Top store because I think they're opening up a Fnatic store, which we'll touch on that as well. So, the Tops / London card show sort of trade event where I did 2 sort of time slots. I think there were hour time slots, maybe a bit longer. I saw a few posts, a few comments. It's interesting. It's apply here, but it's always the same faces, sort of thing. And you've got to think about this. Was it a Thursday night or maybe it was a Friday night? I can't remember what night it was on. But if you're like, for me, I wasn't going to apply for it because if I'm working Thursday, getting down there, it's still 2 hours on a train. Getting back another 2 hours back, and if you're leaving it, see if I get the second slot for time wise, so I can get there. I can leave work and so I might get there for 7. I think the second slot might have been 7:30. I might be way off. Even still, it's 7:30 till 8:30. Then I got to try and get a train back, so it's 9. So I get back at 11ish. Probably at home for midnight. It's a long day on a Thursday to go back into work on a Friday. But hey, So I think this a lot of same people. Don't get me wrong, I do think it was people that were given invites. That's just promotion, right? That's what you do. Especially, then people are going to put on their socials, maybe do a video, etc. But, I think you got to remember a lot of people who would apply for that would have been in their local vicinity. They probably ones that, again, did it for Tops Rips nights because they're local. I've never applied for the Tops Rip nights sort of thing because they're never close to me, never really sort of draws me to go. That makes sense. There's nothing that I go, I've got to get there because Tops are there. Like, they don't mean how much to me. They make the cards. That's it. We're not buddies, not friends. They make the product that I invest in and I collect. Same as Panini, So I don't have to be all buddy with them. I don't need anything from them. They could get the QC right and give some better products. I'll be happy. But other than that, just don't care about so much about them. So it'd be interesting to see if they do more of those trade nights. I would like to see Top start to invest more in the hobby and sort of do more of these little rip nights up and down the country with these current shops that are open. I'd like them to get involved in more card shows, whether that's some sort of presence of actually bringing. So with the Showtime and the exclusive stock, bringing stock themselves because they've got shops so they could bring the stocks, and even host a sort of a Tops ripped night at the end of a card show, right? Especially if we've got a weekend like London, do a trade night that leads into a Tops ripped night sort of thing. Bring some athletes, have a good time. What an experience that would be, and that could be a few VIPs. It helps boost the price ticket for VIPs, right? More people want to go for VIP, and because also you get access to the Tops Rip Night, with a potential footballer turn up or whoever it may be. Bit of a Q&A, ripping packs in or something, just some sort of photo opportunity. Sort of bridges that gap of the people we collect on the cardboard or people we invest in on cardboard to being with them as well and hopefully getting them involved in the hobby more. But listen, we're not here to moan about Tops, Panini, and etc. I'm just addressing some stuff that was mentioned during the Tops X London card show trade night, I think. But yeah, I think JJJ has done a video. I've actually not checked it out yet as of recording this. Again, I think it's always good. It just shines a light on the hobby a bit more. But I get where people are coming from. It's it seems to be the same people, but you got to bear in mind of where they're located and who's actually going to try and sort of go for it. But yeah, like I said, some people will be given a space there. It's just the nature of business, my friends. The nature of business. But yeah, there is going to be a Fanatics store apparently opening up in London as well. I always thought this top one was temporary, so I'm presuming going to get rid of the top sort of shop when this Fanatics one opens. I think that's going to have more than just cards. I think it'll be actual. It'll have the memorabilia, it'll have the other sides of Fanatics. I think the good thing about that is if you can have it all in sections, so you have your F1 sort of memorabilia, F1 cards, you have your NBA section, NBA cards, NFL. It could really be a good gateway of getting them in new people into hobby, right? They go there looking for a Saquon Barkley jersey, and all of a sudden, what are these things here next to them in this box here? Oh, you should get a Saquon Barkley, autograph card, and it's like, what? He signed it, yeah, these little cards, and he signed it. I never knew. And there we go. So it'll be interesting to see what direction they go with the store. I heard it's quite big. I can't remember the exact location, but I think it's a quite good location, which is surprising. I did see some sort of reports that Topps had helped Fanatics sort of revenue for the last year, which is interesting. But the amount of products they've been pumping out, not surprising. Definitely be interesting to see what goes on these next 12 months. Especially while the licenses haven't fully changed and stuff like that. But just hopefully, as a collector as well, that the Fanatics do the right thing and get Topps. We can't just not have licensed Prism no more. We need to have the best of both worlds. We really do. You may have caught it. You may not have caught it. On the lookout, I was going to do a little reel or something on this, but the prices of the quarterbacks playing at the moment, Jaden Daniels, his base PSA 10. I don't know if it's a verified sale yet, but I saw one for over 2,000. Verified sales of over $1,000 for a base PSA 10 Prism. Obviously, I think that is crazy. I don't want you guys to get left holding the bag, so my advice is not to. We looked at sort of last year's, I would say, hype boy, but the person that everyone was talking about, the big QB to come through. It wasn't the number one pick in Bryce Young, it was CJ Stroud, and his prices were a year to date. We went back a year's data. So again, roughly sort of not long after the Prism was released, and it was nowhere near a few hundred, and that was ridiculous. $450 if I remember correctly, around that sort of area for a PSA 10. Yes, he didn't do what Jaden Daniels has done, as in take his team that one step further to a conference championship game, but he was still the sort of the future of the NFL, right? So yeah, these prices are astronomical, and I think people will get left holding the bag. It is a base card, so you're going to see this time next year. You'll see 8,000 of them probably. PSA 10. So it was such a high pop count. Paying that sort of money is crazy. If this had been a silver, I would have understood a little bit more. I still think it would have been crazy high, but I would have understood a little bit more. Again, if it had been a numbered card, even to like 199 or 99, I would have understood it. But yeah, for a base PSA 10 Prism is absolutely ludicrous. So yeah, I'm presuming that people who listen to my stuff and watch my stuff sort of have a bit more common sense, we say, a bit more sense about them to do this, to be buying it now. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting to do, and it's just look at the data, especially considering how highly sought after and highly talked about CJ Stroud was last year, to see the difference in price said literally a year to the date, which was crazy. Well, it is what it is. Other than that, as this Eagles, as they go through from this tush push now, we're at 1:45 left on the clock. Yeah, tush push, Hurts across. And everyone's just fighting. This is AJ Brown, he ripped his helmet off. Oh, it's kicking off big time, boys. Yeah, kicking off big time, boys. Well. Oh, his flags on the plate. His coach on the field. This is bedlam. This will be interesting. But yeah, 20-12 now to the Eagles. I mean, just gonna say this, Mahomes, for winning 2 goals, it was 49ers, Eagles, 49ers. So if it could be Eagles again, and Mahomes would win, I'd be appreciative. But yes, we shall see what happens there. I'm digressing because, it's almost game time, baby. But yes, other than that, what do I have? Anything else I have to talk about? Not really, I don't think. Cards. Oh, I'm going to touch on it because I've not got involved in it, but obviously the Pokemon, the madness. I think you've already seen the videos on social media of the Costco fights and stuff like this. I know some people don't prefer the modern stuff, some people do. It is crazy, but unfortunately it is the resale market. We have it, we have it with everything that gets Topps released. We see it all the time. You've seen it sells out within 10 seconds on the Topps website, and then you go on eBay and his listings for double, treble the price. So you're probably gonna get it next week, aren't we? With Deco, right? Deco just got released, and no doubt it's all over eBay. But is it two autos as well per box? So yeah, wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, it's crazy out there with Pokemon. But it's also had a bit of a knock-on effect with the Pokemon market, which I see a massive rise. So yeah, we shall see what happens with the rest of Pokemon. I do believe that they said that they're gonna print more to keep up demand, so that's gonna be very interesting. Well, we shall see. And Washington have just stopped a 2-point conversion, I believe, which was the infamous tush push. So the tush push can be stopped, apparently. Ooh, interesting. It is. It looks close. But it's all kicking off, God knows. Well, I think I'm going to love you and leave you guys there as I get myself prepared for the Chiefs vs Bills game. I can't really say wish me luck or wish us luck because, you're listening to this and it's already been played. Don't message me if we got beat. Taking a piss. That's all I can say. But no, I hope you guys enjoy the game if you're watching it. Just a quick one as well before I do go. Interesting with City's new signings. Obviously, 2 of them played. A big mistake, but Mamouche looked very good. He could be very interesting. I know the stock market isn't really there, but he would be interesting, especially for next year. I don't know if Egypt's win the World Cup or not. Interesting. But yes, it looks very exciting prospects. I know he's 25, but it looks like a very good player, and it looks good. I think the defender will come good. Kavishnoff, and then obviously Vito Reese looks a bit slight in build, but I'm sure he'll be all right. I still think City need 2 or 3 more signings personally, but yeah, it is what that is. I also think getting that Champions League would do massive wonders. I think this team has played a lot of football the last 8-10 years. I think going down to playing once a week could really benefit them, especially getting new players in. If they're just training, 5 days a week, a game and the rest of it sort of thing, it'd help catch them up to speed. And then I wouldn't be surprised if you see a bit of a surge towards second place, because I think at the moment they're teetering on Champions League on the 4th. But yeah, I think because let's face it, like no one else wants to win this league. I know Liverpool and Arsenal have been doing alright lately, you know, not dropping as many points, but they've not been. No team's been, you know, as dominant as Liverpool and City have been for the last 6, 7, 8 years. So yeah, it's I don't want to say it's all up for grabs, but all it takes is for City to sort of have that respite, kick on, and you said you never know. All of a sudden you beat Arsenal, beat Liverpool, and then that point differential sort of comes down, and a few games get lost here and there, and City keep winning. You know, all of a sudden, you know, you could lose a league by 4, 6 points to Liverpool and be second. You know, and you think, wow, it's a big turnaround where you were in, you know, January sort of thing. So we shall see. We shall see. So I'll say there. Oh no, Washington are a mess. They've just dropped the ball. They've ripped off him on the return, and it looks like Eagles have got it with 1:36 left, and it's already an 8-point game to the Eagles, 20-12. Oh, that's horrendous. Who is that? Oh, McNichols. He just ran into him and dropped it. Oh no. Well, what a time to be alive. Looks like the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. That's the famous last words. This could backfire. But yeah, I'd probably say Eagles are going to go to the Super Bowl right now. Well, thanks for listening. You guys are the real MPs. I appreciate you more than you know. And I will see you guys soon. Peace.